Hey, I'm Catherine with Blue Wave Physical Therapy and Wellness, talking to you about what to do when you have a minor muscle strain or joint sprain, and what you do in the first 24 hours. If you're not sure how bad your injury was or not, these are the simple steps that you can take to settle everything down. So following the RICE principle, which is rest, ice, compression, and elevation. So the first thing you want to do is rest. You want to stop the activity that you were doing that caused the pain, whether if it was playing tennis or you were out gardening or you stepped in a hole, whatever it was. You want to stop the activity, give your body a chance to rest. You want to ice the injured area. Having a gel ice pack in your freezer is always a good thing to have, or you can use a bag of frozen vegetables like peas with a small towel wrapped around, or obviously a literal bag of ice. You'll put it on the injured spot for about 10 to 15 minutes, and then give yourself at least an hour of taking it off, allowing the tissues to come back to their normal temperature. So the purpose of the ice is to constrict the blood flow to the area and stop the inflammation that kicks in after an injury. Compression. If it's an ankle or a wrist, you can wrap it with an ACE bandage. You could put on some socks, things like that, to help just provide a little bit of compression around the area to stop the inflammation and fluid buildup and swelling buildup around the injured area. You want to make sure you don't do it too tight, so we say it's just gentle compression to give a little bit of resistance from the fluid buildup. And the last step is elevation. So elevation does not mean just putting your foot up on a chair or on an ottoman. It means actually trying to get the injured area above the level of your heart. And that way gravity can assist the fluid draining from that area and recirculating through your body. So elevating to try to help that circulation is the best thing to do. So following the RICE principle, if you have a minor injury, you don't feel like you need to go to the emergency room or see a physician, those are the first steps you're going to take in the first 24 to 48 hours just to calm everything down. Hopefully you'll have a quick recovery, but if you are still having pain after that, you can always reach out to us.